news tonight. IBAS reiterates commitment to rejuvenate all state-owned media organizations. INEC declares Zamfara Assembly by-election inconclusive. Plus, Serap asks EFCC ICPC to probe NAS over 3 million naira bribe for bills allegation. Good evening, you're welcome to Rstvlive World News. I'm Fito Benson Ajayi. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we all must accomplish. You can watch our news live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstvlive Online. You can subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. River State Administrator Vice Admiral Retired Ibok Ete Ekwebas says his administration will rejuvenate all the state-owned media organizations so that they can operate at optimal standards. Vice Admiral Ibas gave the assurance after an extensive inspection tour to River State Television RSTV, Radio Rivers FM, the Tide newspaper, Garden City FM, and the State Printing Press. Terminal Barbie Ibulbo has this report.
This is the first time in more than a decade a sitting governor of the state will be visiting the media houses to assess the functionality of broadcast equipment and work environment of the staff. At all the media houses visited, management and staff lined up enthusiastically to welcome the administrator and his delegation. Vice Admiral Abbas described the media as indispensable to societal survival and development and assured that his visit was to identify key areas where intervention is needed and formulate plans to begin the process of upgrading the facilities.
Without the media, you can imagine how the society will survive, and I think the onus is on us to see how we can prioritize the resources we have and see the areas we can address to quickly bring some of these media houses back to what we expect them to be. I believe development all starts from when people are well informed, when people get the right perspectives of things that happen, and of course we know the force multiplier effect of having a vibrant and effective media system.
The administrator called on staff to cultivate a culture of equipment maintenance because their longevity is more dependent on proper usage than on the age of machinery.
And communication to work out a plan. We have something in the budget which we believe we can throw in there. You know, that the equipment at 30 years old doesn't mean they ought to be bad, but it's just our habits too. And this is where I have to ask that as we're able to get funds to replace some of this equipment, those of us who are managing, who are using them, we must also show some commitment in ensuring that you carry out preventive maintenance as well as the other necessary maintenance that can give this equipment the desired lifespan.
The inspection is part of the administrator's broader efforts to rejuvenate public institutions across the state. Tamun Nobarabi Ibulbo, Rstvlive News.
It was a moment of joy as staff of River State Television were thrown to jubilation mood to receive River State Administrator Vice Admiral Retired Ibok Ete Ekwebas. The visit of the administrator was on the heels of the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Communication, Anna Sirawa's pledge to lead him to the station to see things for himself. Melvin Jackson reports.
The sole administrator, who thanked management and staff of Rivers State Television for keeping the station afloat, charged them to put in their best to inform, educate and entertain the state with programs and government activities.
And also the fact that Rstvlive is in the budget for the year, and it is for that singular reason that I have decided to come and speak for myself what you have here. And I also believe because of the importance you give to a facility like this one, where your responsibility is to disseminate information, educate, and enlighten, I think it's just the best thing to do, to be here to see what the challenges are, and then to identify those areas we can prioritize and intervene. The budget has just been passed, and we are in the process of executing the various aspects of the budget.
He promised to upgrade the station to reflect modern reality and global best practice.
We have waited for all these years, and now that the soup is almost ready, I think you just have to be patient. And then you also work with the team from the ministry. Yeah. You work with stakeholders, and then I'm sure that something is going in the offing, and then we'll be able to identify just the best equipment that you can have beyond the constraints of.
Speaking while receiving the sole administrator, Acting General Manager Mrs. Patience Chuks-Mefo thanked the sole administrator for his visit, aimed at changing the negative narratives of the station. She commended the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Information and Communications, Dr. Honor Sirawu, for positively presenting RSTV's matter to government, leading to the administrator's visit to the station, and expressed optimism that the visit will yield better results. The administrator was conducted around the station on a facility tour. Melvin Jackson, RSTV News.
In demonstration of Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Urban Valuable Partnership with River State Television, the club has planted trees at the station to encourage effective gaseous exchange. President of the club, Rotarian Don Oronsai, who led his members to the station, said the gesture would strengthen the relationship. Godspar Anile has more.
In what could be described as a mega tree planting, where different people participated in the exercise, Rotarian Oresenyi explained that the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Urban deemed it necessary to partner the state-owned television station by adding value, starting with planting of trees, sequel to its coverage and valuable contents that promote humanity. The third president of the club noted that there is need for the staff to have effective gas, that the club has included Rstvlive on its projects in their Rotary year. Rotarian Orisenyi enjoined staff of River State Television to carefully protect the trees in order to attract more of the club's yearly projects.
It's an organization that covers humanitarian services and helps to encourage the tree in Rstvlive. Is one of the